Alrighty folks, welcome back to another episode of SlapDash Garage. We got the car all set up, and I think we finally got the brake leak fixed. Something I'm going to need to do in preparation. Looks like I lost one of my wheel covers, so I was actually told I got to take these guys off, but we're going to go get checked in, and we'll walk the course. And then I believe tech is going to start here pretty soon if it hasn't started already, so here we go. Tech went pretty good. Kind of reiterated that a 7.5 inch wheel would be better than my 8-inch. Told him I'm trying to find some. So I think this season we're going to be running novice though. I think that's where we're going to be and just try to improve on our times and whatnot. Oh hey, by the way, did a driving school yesterday, so let's see if we can maybe use some of those techniques that I learned. But anyway, we're on the course now. I'm going to try to get this guy good and memorized. This right here, this is right in the beginning. This is going to be tight. We got kind of a slight slalom, but it's under 50 foot. Generally the ones I've been through are 75 foot slaloms, but this one looks just to be about 50, 55 maybe. It's really tight. Should be pretty fun. Alright, so we're checked in and got done walking the course for the first time. Tell you the truth, it looks to be like it's gonna be kind of complicated. Maybe that's just because I haven't walked it enough. I'm gonna walk it a few more times, but there's like 3 different, maybe even 4, I can't remember. There's like probably 3 or 4 different slalom features and none of them are like standard slaloms. And so I kind of worry with that much open space, and with a slalom there's only the cones where you need to go, and some of these, you know, features of the course, you're diving into the slalom, and I'm kind of worried I might get lost because there's not a whole lot of cones in those areas. But it is what it is. I suppose that's why you walk the course. It won't be an excuse, it's just something we gotta figure out. So I'm gonna go walk the course a couple more times and see if we can get it down. Alrighty, so we just got done with the drivers meeting, and it sounds like we're going to get 4 or 5 runs in. 5 is kind of the max today, which will be good. I'll be working the course for the second heat, so I won't be able to get any good ride-along footage, unfortunately. Probably around lunchtime I'm going to try to get some footage of the other cars here, because just like always, there's some really cool stuff here. So I'm going to try to do that. The other thing is I think I've officially decided on the camera angle for, and that's mounting it to my helmet. So I think that's great because you guys can see my hand work, and you can also see where my eyes are going. So they're going to probably be doing the novice parade lap here, and I'm going to do that so I can get an idea of where we're going. It looks like they're actually painting a white line for one edge of the course, maybe both. Maybe they've only done one so far, but that'll be nice because this is kind of a complicated course with knowing where to be. So anyway, get bolted up here. Okay, got the parade lap coming up.
2 hours after getting home.
Gonna see how helpful those white lines are.
Exciting. Glad to be back and announcing. Nice to see the novices go out for a parade lap.
lot more sense with the white lines. Also, the traffic in front of me kind of helps guide. Should be pretty good.
Good start.
Feel like I was kind of lost. That's why I feel like I was iffy on the throttle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, the visuals really aren't that great out here today. So can you kind of think through that run at all before we get back, or?
Yeah,
I'll tell you, three places to fix.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So first place to fix. When you went down through the slalom here down to this far end, you want to swing out wider and backside the next cone coming back up that way.
Understood.
You know, go out wider because you kind of drove at that cone and then had to turn sharper.
Yep.
Go out wider to open up that turn.
I agree.
And then, was it?
I feel like that kind of thing happened a few times where I was just hugging the intercone.
Yeah, and especially down at the far corner there, the very last big sweep. Yeah, you came in really inside, drove at the inside cone, really had to slow down. Let the car carry a lot of speed and go out wide, hook around the back side of that.
Gotcha.
So at least both of those two would make a noticeable difference.
Gotcha.
You carry more, you don't have to brake as much, you carry a lot more speed, and you'll be set up better for the next element.
Okay.
But yeah, at least those two corners, fix those.
Will do.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try. Thanks for riding along. I appreciate it.
Sure.
All right, going back and looking at some of the footage as I'm editing, I'm realizing that this is probably kind of tough to see if you don't have a visual. So I got my Hot Wheels and I drew a picture. So let me show you. So this is corner 3 that I have drawn up. A couple things worth highlighting. We have our entry cone here and we have our exit cone here. The entry cone is just the entrance of the corner and the exit is the exit of the corner. See here on the exit cone, I have 2 dashes drawn to indicate the front side and back side of the cone. And I'll explain why that's important here in a second. So what my instructor was telling me I was doing is I was attacking the entry cone, coming around here, then having to heavily get on the brakes because I was front siding this cone, and then try to get around it, try to get the vehicle where I want to be. Things to note, I think I have 16 cones drawn here. The only one that matters is this exit cone. Therefore, it's pointless to attack this entry cone. I'm not gaining any time by doing that. I'm actually losing time. And so by taking a wider line, staying in bounds, then braking, and then getting the car turned here, and then just attacking the back side of that cone, this exit cone, that allows the car to get in a much better position to make this corner. And this is why autocross is different than track, because if you were on track, you might be coming here, hitting the apex, and then kind of coming out here instead of coming this way. And that's fine. That's probably the way I would do it. But the thing with autocross is there's always another element right after the one that you just did, which this is why it's so important to look ahead, because when I'm here rather, I'm looking at this exit cone. That way I can properly draw my line. And then once I get to about here and I'm kind of, my fate's decided, I'm not looking here anymore. I'm actually looking here to get set up. And because of that, when you backside this cone, you're not even looking here anymore. You're going to be looking at the next thing. But because you set yourself up for that corner, it's going to allow you to backside this next cone. See how we're hitting the backside there? It's going to allow you to backside this next cone and keep going. Well, we definitely need to learn the course a little bit more and keep our eyes forward. I felt like it was more than 2, but I feel like there was a lot of corners that I definitely hugged the entry cone. Entry cone's like beginning of the corner. Really, that one, what I learned yesterday is that one does not matter as much. It's the exit cone. And because I was so tight on the entry, it didn't allow me to be tight on the exit. And so that's something to watch out for. I also feel like a lot of that's because my eyes weren't very looking ahead, but that's why we get a couple extra runs. So. Okay, so then this upcoming clip is actually me riding in an ND Mazda Miata, and it's with somebody who's pretty seasoned. He'll tell you that this wasn't his best drive, but honestly, there's still a lot to take and learn from. Watch how he attacks corner 3. It'll be the way I described it. He missed some of the other ones, but just those elements of attacking the exit cone, not hugging the inside line, realizing when to come loose, or excuse me, wide. Those are kind of really good things that I picked up from this drive.
Sure hosed that up. I don't think I did that, but I expect there to be more grip out there.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, that was not how to do it right.
That's quite all right. That made more sense than what I was doing. That's what I'm talking about. 54. Yes. That made sense. Let's go. Where's my hat? Where's my hat? Alright, so that was obviously a better run, and I was pretty pumped about it, as you could probably tell. I thought I was going to have the issue of being, you know, I'd have to give it more, have to give it more, have to give it more, but instead I think I'm having the issue of I have to reel it back, which honestly, I like that problem more. It's easier to kind of reel it back a little bit once you get the adrenaline settled down. But you can still see, kind of speaking more toward the technical side of things now, you can still see that I'm front sighting a lot of the exit cones, and which is what we were talking about with the paper here. The exit cones, I'm still hitting the front side of them, which is not allowing me to get the car in a good position to get around the corners. And I think a lot of that is because I'm just looking at the next thing rather than the next three things. And it's tough to learn how to do that. It's like learning how to drive again, because at least when I started learning how to drive, I was like 12 years old, and I'm sitting in my dad's S10, and I'm looking over the hood, and I'm right up here on the steering wheel, and I'm just looking just in front of me because I'm nervous about what's right in front of me. But then you start to figure out, as you get more seat time, as you start to go on highways and stuff like that, that actually the further down road you look, you learn how to drive with the peripherals, of your eyes and stuff like that, and you're actually able to get up to speed and you're comfortable. This is a little bit different, but it's honestly kind of the same thing, because I'm only looking at the next element of the course. It's not allowing me to see the next three things, and that's what I need to see in order to get the car put in good position. I smoked the cone though. I heard it. I hope it stayed in bounds. We'll check the lifetime for that. Oh, I'm going too fast here. So I confirmed on the lifetime that one was a 53.6, which is great, because I was pretty sure I smacked the cone, but it must have stayed in bounds. So we're still getting quicker, and that's what's important. But you notice when I threw up corner 3 up on the screen, I was trying to show that time I took a wider turn or a wider line rather, than the second run. And I had a quicker time. If we just keep getting wider lines in corners that are like that and keep backsiding cones, we're probably going to be really competitive with a near stock car. Obviously, I'm running a wider tire, but it seems to really be coming along at this point. Much worse. 55, 4, something like that. Much worse. Got lost. Think I fell out of rhythm. Not happy with that one, but at least we got a 53. I really think I could have got a 52. We're probably not going back in the grid. I think we definitely got better today, though. All in all, it was a pretty good day. Man, that is a sweet Camaro. I think we're starting to figure out where my class is going to be. Again, I have to get down to that skinnier wheel. That driving line school, or the starting line school that I did yesterday, that really helped. That was a massive amount of help. Speaking of which, I forgot my hat at my grid spot, so that's cool. The big things are not attacking the entry cone, but actually just putting the car on the cone of the last corner, or the exit of the corner, and that'll set you up. And then also realizing what's next and looking ahead. I still have an issue of just looking at what's right in front of me, and that's a really tough habit to break. Aside from that, really good day. Couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, I just need to learn how to look ahead. learn how to do that, learn how to set the car up better for future elements and stuff like that. This next clip is a ride-along with the instructor that was actually riding along with me on my first run. This is one of the guys that taught at the starting line school, and so he saw me running back to grab my hat, and he said, hey, you want to hop in and get a ride? So I said, yeah, you seem like the right guy. It was just nice to kind of see the things that we were talking about just the day before. So here it is.
See if I can improve a little bit more on this run.
What time are you looking for?
My last run was a 49.7. I don't know if there's a lot more left.
Oh, that car, yeah.
That will not pass BBC.
That doesn't help. If it wasn't for that slide, that would have been even faster. Oh well.
That's how it goes, right?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. Thank you for the ride.
Sure. Oh.
Okay. It's a lot of good stuff we figured out today. I feel like every one of these events we're picking up on something different. And, well, something different and then more of the same stuff, but if that makes sense. The big thing that I need to focus on is getting my eyes up so I can navigate the course. And doing that, it'll allow me to attack the exit cone rather than the entry cone. I think we're going to get to the point where we're competitive soon, or comparable. Maybe I wouldn't say competitive, but I'd say we've definitely been bitten with the bug. I'm thinking of ways to shave time off. So I just got to get to the point of consistency, which I feel like I'm kind of hovering around that area. There's still more I can do. It's just another day of autocross in the books, and third one, I feel like I'm where I need to be. I'm excited for the next one. It's just nice trying to get better at something, better and better and better, and especially something that you're passionate about. And I'd encourage those, if this is something that people are interested in, just go out and do it. I've heard so many, through a couple different channels, even today, that people can't get their friends to come out because it's intimidating, or they're worried they're going to wreck something or make a fool of themselves, but it's not really nothing you have to worry about. If you mess something up, you just got to learn how to fix it. There's all kinds of different experience levels. Like I said, I'm not anywhere close, to some of these other guys. I've had no track experience, nothing. My only experience with this kind of thing is Gran Turismo. And there's probably a lot of you guys that are like that too. And that's totally fine. Come out here and try it. I try to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And it's opened me up to a lot of neat opportunities. And autocross is just one of them. Well guys, that's gonna about do it today on SlapDash Garage. We're getting better. I think we're starting to find our rhythm, and I'm excited for the next one. We're definitely hooked, so you can expect more content like this in the future. I even got a coupon for a free track day, so that should be pretty cool to check out. But that kind of stuff I plan to all post, so if that's something that you're after, stay tuned, subscribe. Thanks for watching SlapDash Garage. Have a great day.